Hi, Paris.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, let's get into it. You said this like within the first 5 minutes of the first episode, and I'm going to quote you. You said, "Mornings are overrated. I want to become a mom soon, so learning to love mornings and breakfast is high on the to-do list." So, do you want to break any news here on Extra?
Well, if anyone wants to hear the news, I talked about it on my podcast, This is Paris, and it just dropped right now.
So yes, I'm late to the party and telling you congratulations. I know it's been a few months now since the engagement, but you've got to be like
Yeah.
knee deep into planning this wedding at this point. Have you started it in the process? I'm sure you've already like at least worked on the menu at this point.
Yes, we've been planning, and I'm actually shooting my new docu-series with Peacock, and it's called Paris in Love. So we are capturing everything, and there is so much that goes into planning a wedding. I've planned parties before. No one throws a better party than I do, but a wedding is like a whole nother level. There's a lot that goes into it. But I'm thinking for the menu, I have so many amazing dishes on my new cooking show that I think I'm going to have some of those dishes be at the wedding as well.
I'll tell you, Paris, it doesn't get real with wedding planning until you have to do the guest list and the seating chart. Have you started that yet?
Yes, and it's a nightmare. That's probably one of the most stressful parts. So, just with everything that's happening in the world, I'm not going to have that huge, giant wedding that I always dreamed of. I think it's definitely going to be more intimate, and I just feel bad. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
I love this show. I watched the first episode. By the way, I have to say it's so fun to see you and Kim together and like going down memory lane in the kitchen. How did this show come about?
The show came about because during the pandemic, I was cooking a lot, and I made a cooking video of my sliving lasagna on YouTube. And then all of a sudden it just blew up, it went viral. And so here we are with Cooking with Paris.
So we see a lot of celebrity guests that are going to be coming throughout the show or the series on each episode. Was it hard to get them to come on? Like, were they nervous about being in the kitchen and cooking?
Everyone had so much fun. I just looked through my phone and just texted all of my favorite friends who I knew would be fun to cook with. Not all of us are trained chefs, or none of us are. So it's pretty fun and entertaining just to be in the kitchen with both of us really not knowing what we're doing, but learning so much at the same time.
After all of this, do you now have like a go-to dish that's your favorite thing to make?
Actually, I do. I had never made this before in my life, but Kim and I made this fluffy frittata. And after we made it, it was so delicious that I make it almost every weekend for my fiance. It's his favorite thing to have when we do our brunches on Saturdays.
I have to imagine that your fiance loves the fact that, like, you're learning a new trade, you're learning all these different food types. He has to be enjoying this.
He is. I'm moving on to the next phase of my life, getting ready to get married, start a family. So I need to know how to cook. So he's very proud of his new chef, almost wife.
Something you said on your podcast, This is Paris podcast, you talked about Britney Spears, you talked about the conservatorship. You've been such a big supporter. Have you guys spoken to each other directly?
Yes, we've been texting this week, and I am just so incredibly proud of her. She is so strong, and just so proud that she's using her voice and taking back control of her life. She just deserves, all the love and happiness in the world, and I'm very excited for her to just move on and be free.
Thank you for watching. If you want more Extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.